Hey, bro, how you doing? It's 4:15. Let's do this. Let's fucking do this. Oh my god. All right. Let me check the recording for a second. That's on. The audio is on. All right, should be fine. This is also hypercast. Okay, cool. Alright, man. Alright, guys. Hey, hello. Welcome to the weekly outlook. Today's September 2nd, and I'm looking at Nasdaq on the daily chart right now. As you guys know, I've been kind of bullish in this whole slow grind lower down into the weekly fair value gap and the daily fair value gaps, and it's been quite shallow so far. And I'm still keeping the buy model. The idea of the buy model being active still in the marketplace. So here's what I'm thinking going into this week. So first things first, this is what I've noticed from last week. We had the dealing range from July all the way down to the August, and the market actually last week respected the CE of that sell side delivery and gave a good reaction actually. Because of that reaction, I'm actually thinking about Tuesday's high getting swept, which is relatively equal highs on the lower time frame, and I'll be showcasing that in a minute. The only thing I would like to keep on the chart going into this week is the daily volume balance from Thursday. It might act as a draw on liquidity at some point this week, and I would personally see that as a monthly manipulation and price going higher. It doesn't have to do so. It could technically leave it open as well. But going into this week, going into this month, I am fairly bullish. I think market is in buy model. Let me annotate that gap actually. This is from Thursday. All right, August 28th gap. The volume balance high. I'll keep this on the chart for the whole week, just because if it wants to reprice down there, I want to be aware of it. And there's a chance, because it's the monthly open, it could act like drawn liquidity for the monthly manipulation. Now, I don't think the low of the Thursday from last week, I don't think it's going to get violated, or I don't think it's going to get swept. For now, this idea could change super easily, but for now, I don't think it's going to get swept. So let me go down to the 4-hourly, which is the main action, the main framework. Here's what I'm thinking on the 4-hourly. I believe we're in a buy model, and the idea of, or the draw for this buy model is these equal highs, which is at 12,162. I think that's the ultimate draw on liquidity for Nasdaq, and which will send ES to all-time highs. I think I'll look at ES in a second. And for this week, the higher probability target is obviously the equal highs. Probably tomorrow, or even during overnight price action, during overnight session today, it'll probably gonna levitate towards there. I wish it leaves it for New York session, but I doubt it. 20K 162, 20,162. That's a pretty good target for my buy model, because that is the original consolidation, and on the lower time frames, that's also clean highs, equal highs. That looks like a good target for me. Obviously, we could go further than that, but for now, I'm going to be targeting that. So the equal highs from Tuesday, I believe once price purges those highs, I think that's where it needs to get into low resistance run. So once it engages with the highs, I want to see quote unquote breakout or displacement to the upside. Otherwise, it does violate. It might violate my idea or invalidate my idea. So I want to see displacement here, like a clean displacement though, like clear displacement, and use that engineered liquidity or generated liquidity at the buy stops to go further in a fast manner. So for this week, I'll be looking at again 19,000. What's the level? 19,647, and ultimately the external is 20k. I'll be looking at those two levels mainly for long setups. Okay. If it forms a sell model, or if it doesn't displace above the equal highs from Tuesday, then I'll be looking for sell models on the lower time frame, targeting the gap from August 28. All right, let's go down to. I mean, I don't want to talk about the lower time frames that much because the hourly, it's the same thing really. I think the hourly isn't buy model right now. Market swept the lows, broke out. We have an order block and the gap here, and it kept digging. It's still digging towards buy side, and if we see a low resistance run above the equal highs, that's going to be the second stage for the 1 minute buy model, targeting the 20k level. And also we have Monday's highs, which is also equal highs. That's going to be another level to keep in mind. These are, very good TP levels. That's why I'm talking about those levels. It doesn't necessarily have to go all the way up to 20k in one day. It could just target Monday's high, which is equals almost 19.9k, and just stop there. And also tomorrow, be careful. It's the day after holiday, which means the daily candle is merged into two. So the Monday's candle actually didn't close. It's going to be closing with Tuesday. I would say either size down or look for scalp opportunities rather than home runs, just to be safe. It could trend, but historically speaking, it doesn't tend to do so. So I'll personally size down for tomorrow if I find any setups, but primarily I'll be looking for longs. All right, let's take a look at ES real quick. I need to clean this chart. So ES is the stronger pair. Obviously, it's already trading above the Wednesdays and Thursdays high. It's almost at the all-time highs actually, and it's cleaner. Honestly, it's cleaner. I don't know why I've been trading Nasdaq more than ES, but ES is much cleaner. We have a clean power 3 here with order block still being respected, unlike Nasdaq, and it's about to rate the highs. Probably going to go for all-time highs either this week or the next. Not to talk much about this, but it swept the lows within the fair value gap, which is a healthy sweep. It swept it swept it down into the order block on the daily, and formed a new order block on this order flow, which is Wednesday's open. This is the order block. The Wednesday's open, I would love to see some sort of sensitivity at that level, and its mean threshold, because this is the daily order block right now on ES. We don't have this order block formation just yet on Nasdaq, which makes me thinking that it might actually rush towards the buy side on Tuesday, tomorrow, but we'll see. Overall, ES needs to take the all-time highs once Nasdaq goes up to 20.1k. All right, let's go over crude oil and the other assets real quick. I need to change the fucking layout though. I'm trying to. Oh, did I say 12? My bad, man. I'm trying to make it as fast as possible, because I don't want to waste too much of your time and the people's time who will watch the recording. All right, crude oil. I'm on the daily right now. It's been range bound. Like I said last week, I would not touch crude oil myself because it looks messy. I would wait for a clean directional bias, clean directional breakout, basically, either to the upside or the downside. So far, it's respecting the discount fair value gap, but does not making major highs or major new highs or new lows. So I would stay away from this. Personally, I do not have a bias on crude oil at the very moment. I'll be watching it. Looks like it will levitate towards downside, but in terms of probability, I don't see anything high probability for now on crude oil. Gold, pretty much the same deal on gold. We have a rate on buy stops on the daily level, and it's been accumulating. Once it loses a daily fair value gap, the daily BISI, it's gonna have a trap formation on the daily level, which will send price down into, oh, didn't mean to do that, which will send price down into the relative equal lows. Once it loses it though, that will be the confirmation for trap longs. It's going to use the inverted fair value gap to go for the equal lows. I would personally wait for sell side delivery on gold than trading long setups here, because long setups will be very very dangerous at this point, because once it loses the BISI, we have the equal clean lows. It's going to be levitated towards there, and we have another clean lows at 22.4k as well. So wait for the trap and then look for short setups on the lower time frame until the equal lows. All right, what else? Silver is weaker already comparing to gold, so it's the same deal. I want to see silver going for the lows and ultimately taking out the clean lows from February, the yearly low basically, 23.25. Looks nice though. If you're a bear, like if you want to trade silver or gold, for now trade silver, stick to silver. All right, let's take a look at DXY. The XY looks quite interesting at this point. So let me go on the weekly. The weekly sell side was swept, and it gave a big reaction. Right now it traded into, like today, it traded into the weekly fair value gap. I would love to see DXY respecting this fair value gap, keeping the order flow clean and sending it lower. On the daily level, I believe the DXY draw is 99.57. The daily tells me that we might see a pullback here. So in that case, the reason I'm saying pullback is because it swept the lows and break out to the upside. We have an order block potentially act like a support. In that case, it's going to use that order block to go for the range GQ of the last leg, which is, you can take it all the way up here, it's the same level anyways, which is the fair value gap from August 2nd. Basically turtle soups high here and then levitates towards the sell side, and the actual draw liquidity should be 99.5, which is equal lows. So I'll be watching the XY closely because I am not sure if this is gonna end up being the pullback or not just yet. On the daily perspective, it looks like it will be the pullback initiation here because of the order block here and the sell side sweep, but this might be a fake out as well because the lows are pretty clean here. I don't like that, and I would favor, like I said, the weekly fair value gap acting like a support, a resistance, and taking it down to the draw first, and then from there I would love to see consolidation and pullback. Not just yet, but be careful, it took the sell side already, so it might technically pull back. Euro. So these assets, the Euro and the USD, the Euro and GU, they already completed. I want to see more buy side delivery on Euro, which is 1.12. I want to see that going upwards, but obviously it will be depending on the DXY. And for now, it's respecting this wick here. I will be watching closely whether this loses the fair value. I mean, it looks like it has a trap here though, so I would wait more information from DXY to go long. I would not personally short this just yet because I think it's going to be drawn to the buy side. But in terms of narrative, it could actually retest the original consolidation and then form a new buy model, because right now it looks like it initiated a sell model because there's a trap here, trap longs. Let's see, GU. Hold on, let me actually go on the weekly chart real quick for Euro. Yeah, I mean, Euro looks like it yeah, the daily sell side delivery takes down into the range GQ, which is the old original buy side, or old original consolidation buy side, and then forming a buy model from there on. I want to see a sweep there though. It's not going to be like immediate reaction or V shape or something like that. It's going to be slow grind, sweep the lows like here, this price action, like this. Form a low, make a new high, and sweep the low and go for the buy side. That's basically what I want to see. GU, same deal on GU. Definitely the stronger pair. It already took the buy side, so a little bit of retracement is expected here. Completed the buy side. This is the trap fair value gap, new lows, sweep the new lows, form an hour block or a breaker block, and keep going higher is the case. By looking at GU and Euro, I can see that DXY actually might be in a pullback a little bit, like I said, to the range EQ or the premium before going lower. What else? I think that'll be it. I don't want to look at crypto because crypto is doing crypto things. Joking, but let's take a look at crypto. I don't know. So the S&T delivered the sell side, the buy side, but it failed here. Now it looks like it formed a trap on the 4-hourly, perhaps. Yeah, on the 4-hourly, and it's probably gonna go for these lows here, which is clean lows, 54.3K. Seems like it's gonna go towards there. We have the trap fair value gap, which was kind of panned out already. This is the buy side delivery, so I can see this being a huge PO3 accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So let's see. Hold on. Trap fair value gap didn't even get retested. The first displacement caused another displacement, and we have a new order block here, which should not get violated, and it should take price down to 54.37, 54. Jesus, what's going on? 54.4K basically. I want to see this being a turtle soup. I don't want to see a body candle close above it, because that means it's forming a new order block and changing the state of delivery. I want to see TS here. And then here depends on what it does. I'll be like, okay, this one's more downside or it's going to be a reversal. But for now, I can see as a high probability this tagging 54.37. Alright guys, thanks for watching this today. Happy Labor's Day. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow in the live stream in the morning. If you have any questions regarding these annotations, charts, and analysis, please feel free to ask me. Feel free to tag me in the general chat. I'll be online. I'll be behind a monitor today. I'm home. If not, I'll talk to you tomorrow. See ya.